After presenting on Drupal for Ignite Wilmington #2, Lerone Walker was thrilled to have the opportunity to speak at Ignite again. During the day, Lerone helps to turn designs into engaging websites as part of the Archer Group production team. Be inspired, and that's a direct order, as he uncovers new findings on top performance from the last 30 years. Say hello to Mr. Lerone Walker. Yeah.
How's it going? I'm Lerone Walker. I work for the Archer Group, and I am incredibly excited to talk tonight about the 3 myths of top performance. So if you will with me, imagine we're at the biggest high school, or actually let's go university football game you've ever been to. Did I not start this? Maybe not. Let's try this again. Hey, there we go. You're at the biggest university game you've ever attended. The crowd is going wild, it's halftime, your team is up, the pep band steps out on the field, and you hear this awesome and familiar tune. You ready?
Yeah, ready.
I'm going to let you all in on a little secret. That is the worst rendition of Go Fight Win that has ever been played anywhere. And I'm fully aware of that. It's okay, you're not going to hurt my feelings. However, there's someone else who is probably a little better at playing the trumpet than I will ever be, because as you know, I'm pretty terrible at it. There's going to be a little crowd participation coming up here. Does anyone know who this man is? Shout out. Louis Armstrong. There you go. He's probably a little better at playing the trumpet than I am. We may even say he was a great trumpet player in his time. We'd even go as far as to say he may have been world class. And when we think about world class, we think about maybe some other people. Maybe in the middle, we think about Steve Jobs, CEO of Apple Computer. Maybe. I'd say he's maybe world class. But what about David Beckham, famous soccer player, or football, depending on where you're from? Now, looking at all these people got me thinking, which is a very dangerous thing for me to be doing. How well do we do what we do? I'm going to go ahead and use the example of work, because I think that's something that we can all relate to at some point. In our work lives, either us or the people we report to can probably put us in one of 4 categories. We're either bad at what we do, we're okay, we're good, or maybe we're even world class, top notch, the best of the best. Now looking at that jump from just being good to being world class, like that is a huge jump. How do you go from saying, I'm a good teacher, I'm a good accountant, I'm a good parent, to I'm world class, I'm the best of the best? Look how high that jump is, that's huge. So, I read a book recently. It's by Jeff Colvin. He's the senior editor-at-large for Fortune. The name of the book is Talent is Overrated. And what it is a compilation of studies done from the last 30 years by scientists and military, foreign and local governments, trying to figure out why certain people are just so good at what they do, and why others suck so bad. That is not a direct quote. So in reading this book, I was able to pull out 3 big topics that I thought were important. And that's where we're going to get into the 3 myths of top performance. Are we ready? We ready? All right, let's hear it. The first myth of top performance is experience. What we're finding over and over is there is little to no correlation between how long you do a job or a certain task and how good you are at that particular job. Furthermore, there's a phrase that scientists use called the experience trap, where they're finding in certain professions, that the longer you work at that job over a certain period of time, the worse you actually get at what you do. Uh-oh. Not good. We're finding that just working hard, just putting the hours in, just showing up, is just producing average results. And we want to be more than average. We want to be great. The second myth of top performance is natural talent. Let's go back to this guy here. Playing music. I think most of us can agree that the arts, when we see someone who's very artistic or a great musician, we say, oh, they're just naturally gifted. They have some God-given talent that I will never have. There were studies done from top music schools where the administrators were trying to figure out what separates the top musicians from the ones that barely made it through the admission process. And after looking at socioeconomic backgrounds, how long they've been practicing, if their parents were musicians, the only differentiating fact that they found, there were 2. Top musicians practiced more and they got more sleep on average. The third myth of top performance is intelligence. Believe it or not, you do not have to be the smartest person to be a top performer. There were lots of studies done on top chess players. People were able to memorize decks of cards or do really complex math in their heads without, obviously writing anything down. Being able to predict the outcome of a race, which may sound simple, but it's actually pretty complex because there are a lot of moving variables. And they're able to do that to a great degree of doing it, predicting correctly. And by measuring the intelligence of these people, we're finding that the top ones in their industries are just average as far as intelligence is concerned. So what's the secret sauce? What makes you a great performer? There's a term called deliberate practice. And this is something that we hate to do because deliberate practice isn't just putting the time in or saying, okay, I'm going to do A, B, and C and I'm going to be better. It's an intense focus on building up the areas where you're weak. You almost always need a third party, a mentor, a teacher, someone to show you that, hey, you need to work on this particular area and I'm going to show you how to get there. And it's going to take a lot of time and patience to be able to achieve the goals you want to achieve. But this should excite a lot of you. For some of you, you've just been given the keys to the kingdom. For the first time, you may be hearing, hey, I don't need to be an accountant for 5, 10, 20 years to be the best. I don't need to be the smartest person in my department to be world class, to be considered top talent. And that's a very important fact. So if you get anything, besides that I cannot play the trumpet, out of what I presented today, is to strive for excellence. Try to be the best you can be. Because being a world-class talent is within reach. It is obtainable, and you can do it. Thank you very much. That's my giant, awesome head. Feel free to follow me on Twitter and come up and say hi. I want to shake hands, high five, or hug all of you. Thank you.